and I'm slow of tongue. Lord, I can't even talk. And you want me to go tell Pharaoh a message. God said, listen, is it your brother Aaron, the Levite? He's coming your way. I'll make a deal with you. I'll speak to you. You speak to Aaron, and Aaron will speak to the people. I'm trying to help you, brother. God knows strategically who to place around you when he has something for you to do. I want to warn you now, not everybody that's with you going to be for you. Not everybody that smile at you is going to support you. Not everybody that come through the doors is on your side. But I can attest, many pastors can attest, it's been some deacons, it's been some ushers, it's been some deaconess, it's been some faithful members that stood by their pastor through hell and hot water. They didn't put money in your hand. They'll cook or slave over a stove to make sure you, your wife, and your children got full bellies. They'll call you when you're going through some mess and tell you, keep your head up, keep preaching the word. I'm trying to tell you, God knows who to place around you to fulfill his will. Are you praying with me here? He'll give you instructions. He'll give you aid. But then my favorite part, when the Lord has something for you to do, when he has an assignment for you, he won't send you by yourself. He said, Moses, I know you're afraid, but you don't have to be fearful. You can be strong and of good courage, because I know I'm sending you, but I'm going to go with you. I'm trying to tell you, Vasquez, you done been from Nacogdoches to New Prospect, and now you're here at St. John in Wichita Falls, and he ain't left you yet. But he said, lo, I'm with you always, even to the end of the age. He said, I'll never leave you nor forsake you. David said, I got a question. Brother David, what is your question? He said, where can I go to flee the presence of God? If I ascend to heaven, he's there. If I make my bed in hell, he's there. If I mount up with wings and fly to the uttermost parts of the sea, he's there. What that really telling you, brother preacher, if you break it down, he's trying to tell you, when he's high, when you're high, he's with you. When you're low, he's with you. When you're going through hell, he's with you. Brother, you don't got to be discouraged during your assignment, because he walks with you. He talks with you. He tells you that you are, listen, I can talk to everybody. I know there's somebody here, you can declare, I may not be a pastor, I may not hold a position, but I know the Lord is with me. He's kept me when I couldn't even keep my own self. He lifted me up when I fell down. He ordered my footsteps, because I know that the steps of a good man are ordered by the Lord. He took care of me when everybody was talking. I wish I had somebody to preach to here. He took care of me when everybody was talking about me, when my friends forsake me, when my family didn't answer their phone. I'm trying to tell you, I'll preach without a mic. He will take care. He'll take care of you. And so, feel good, JD. Feel good, baby. I want to encourage you, yes, that whatever you do, be about your Father's business. Yeah, you got an assignment to do. Are you praying with me? Your assignment is to lead God's people. You're not praying with me. You may be up, you may be down. Whatever you do, lead God's people. Are y'all praying with me? You may You may be happy, you may be sad. Whatever you do, lead God's people. They may talk about you, they may complain, Lord, they may complain against you, but whatever you do, lead God's people. Well, brother pastor, if you're gonna lead God's people, where in the world are you gonna lead them to? Well, Moses led the people to a land flowing with milk and honey. You lead the people to a place where the streets are paved with gold. Lead the people to a city where there's 12 gates in that city. Lead the people to a city where the wicked will cease from troubling and the weary will be at rest. Lead them to a place where it's never goodbye but always howdy howdy. Do y'all hear me? Well, if you're gonna lead them to heaven, how in the world are they gonna get in? I wish I had a witness here. Well, I can put it to you like this, and I'll take my seat. There was an angel sitting outside of the gates. He was just chilling and keeping watch. Do you hear me? Well, all of a sudden, he seen a bus coming, and the bus had all kinds of people on it. As he looked at this bus, his face began to become troubled. As he stared at the bus, his countenance began to fall, and he quickly flew back to the presence of God. He said, Lord, you got to hurry and close the gates because there's a bus coming. He said, why do I need to close the gates just because of a bus? He said, well, on this bus you got some murderers on the bus, you got some adulterers on the bus, you got some liars on the bus, you got some fornicators on the bus, you got all these sinners on the bus. He said, please God, close the gate. God looked over the angel's shoulder to take a look at this bus, and he began to smile. The angel said, why in the world are you smiling? He said, I know there's murderers on the bus. I know there's adulterers on the bus. I know it's all kinds of sinners on this bus, but you didn't see who was driving the bus. That is my son, in whom I'm well pleased. He was wounded for their transgressions, he was bruised for their iniquities. The chastisement of their peace was laid upon him, and by every one of his stripes, oh Lord, by every one of his stripes, they are healed. Ain't God all right? Well, goodbye now, y'all. It's been real up in here, but if you don't mind, can I encourage you real quick? Can I encourage you real quick? If you lead God's people, God will take care of you. Maybe he didn't hear me. If you don't mind, point point at your pastor and say, if you lead us, even when you're happy, if you lead us, even when you're sad, God will. God will take care of you. Can I ask you one question? And I'll close my Bible. Can I ask you one question? Can I ask you one question? Won't he do it? Won't he do it? Won't he do it? Shout yeah! Shout yeah! Shout yeah! Ah, yeah! I know he will. I know he will. I know he will. 'Cause can't nobody do you like Jesus. Can't nobody do you like the Lord. Say yeah. Say yeah. Say yeah. Yeah.